Hello again, everyone. This is Gilmer, and this is episode 4 of my Let's Play War in the West. I'm playing as allies, and undoubtedly, some of you are probably laughing at me right now because I obviously don't know everything. I obviously don't know everything about this game, and it's starting to show. So, instead of just telling you or embarrassing myself, well, I am going to tell you. I am trying to set up amphibious HQs in temporary ports, and that doesn't work. And temporary ports probably don't even heal your damage or repair your damage. So I have to make sure that I'm in real ports. And this is a real port. So turn to HQ. I don't want you there. I need another blue. I guess I do need it. I don't know. Maybe I do. I'm going to, build these up so that now, once I do this, this is the only one that is actually, and I don't know why it didn't tell me I was doing it wrong. I don't know why it doesn't say, hey, moron, you aren't doing this right. So I'm going to cancel out of that because it knows. I mean, it's accruing prep points. So now I just have to determine where all the ports are. There's a port. So Syracuse is a port. $161 to 65. Okay. This is a temporary port. I have to get him into an actual port, and I think it's going to be Catania. So return to HQ. And then we're going to... What the hell was that? We're going to move him up there. So right now we have this guy. He's in these two are not in the correct port. This is not in a correct port either. So we're going to put him there. We're going to return them to HQ. He is in a good port. He's okay. So he should start accruing prep points. I wonder if they start accruing it. I think they do. I think the ground units also accrue points. So this is a brigade. This is a brigade. Division. Armor Division. British Airborne Division. First of the first. British Airborne. 3rd of the 1st. I'm going to build them up. So this one has his units and has his target. This one has his target, but he doesn't have any units. This one has his target and units, so he's good to go. British Infantry Division. So we have 1 HQ in a good place, 2 HQs in a good place. There's one up here. That's not the one. It's this one. And we need some guys on him as well. That's what these guys are going to be, I think. Oh. Okay, he's got 2. He's got none. A division. That says an airborne. No, that's a corps. See, that says 2nd of the 1st. So, British Infantry Division. He's green. Do we have any other green divisions? There's one. Okay, so that's this one. That's this one. They can't move. This isn't a good port. This isn't a good port. And this isn't a good port. So I just need to get the required units onto my amphibious HQs so I can conduct operations. I think that's about all we can do for that at this point. Although I think I will move him up here. And him here. He's okay. These guys. I think we're in good shape now. So let's go ahead and end this turn. Yeah, I think that was floating around in the back of my mind that you can't do. I mean, if I sat down and thought about it, it was right there on the edge of my tongue or something. I knew that I couldn't use temporary ports. I mean, that's insanity. But I was looking at them and thinking they weren't temporary ports, but obviously they were. You know, sometimes I can be pretty damn clueless at what I'm doing. I'll be the first to tell you that. See, their numbers are going up. Their losses are going up. It's just they're not showing any on their turn. Yeah. About 3.5 to 1 is what we're losing in aircraft. I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, it's not ideal, obviously. Why do you keep doing that? We're going to move him there. Buh. Might as well. Is this not a temporary? Is this not a port? Or was it not accruing because there's nobody there? Prep points 3, so he's working. Prep point 6 because he had a head start. I really want to get these guys. Where's that last one? There he is. They must not have enough. Well, that one has 0, so they don't have enough movement points. All of them. They all have to have a certain amount. Let's see what he's doing. So he's got prep of 5. Because one of these is a regiment and one is a division. I think it's, well, he's got prep of 3. So he should start accruing prep points. He is accruing prep points. He's accruing prep points. U.S. Infantry Division. That's going to be a pretty formidable unit once I reconstitute them into actual 1st British Airborne Division. Not much else is going on. Keep that guy close. That's a 9 and a 7. That's a 7, but that's a 10. All right. I guess that's time to end the turn. We're really in a kind of a wait and see mode until we get enough prep points to do an invasion. And I don't want to go off half-cocked because if I send 3 out of the 5, there's a good chance I get wiped out. So I want to send all 5 at the same time. I want them all to have prep points. And I'm sending the 6th one, I'm sending. The 6th one I'm sending to Sardinia, Corsica. Whichever one's the southern one. I think that should be enough. Because I think they've just got a bare minimum of troops on those 2 islands. Yeah, see how they are. They lost like 6,000 troops there in that turn, because that one was 102, I think. Oh, let's remember that 108 448. And execute. I don't like those losses, to be honest with you. 10 points, 9 points, 6 points, 4 points. What was that last one? 8 points. And then this one, 7 points. But I'm going to put another one in there. See, 14. That is awesome. Yeah, see the actual combat unit preps points as well. So if you put them in, like, as you can see, this one is 7-7, and then they don't. I just moved them in there, so they're going to have 0. So they're going to be 7 behind those pretty much the whole way. These are all 9, 6, 6, 6, 8, 8, 8. So I think it also has something to do with the size of the port. So this size of the port, if you want to see the pop up, it says right on the top line, it says Catania 14. I'm not really sure what the 14 is, but it says port 4. So it's a size 4 port. I do believe that means. And this is a size 3 port. So it's accruing pretty quickly too. But then you get over here, that's a size 1 port. And they're doing 3 points a turn. And then you get over here, that's a size 1 port as well. Then you get over here, size 1 port as well. Although they're doing 4, but one is because it's the U.S. Ranger Force Regiment. And so I think it's accruing a little bit more than what it would be. And then, of course, this one's 7 and 7 because it was only that one unit. Next time it'll be... What is size of the port? Size of the port's 5. So it might be 7 points every turn. So we're kind of in a... Where's his control? Yeah. Are we sending any? Actually, So I guess all the blue units. I want to make sure we're in this. That's a port 1, size 1. That's a port size 1. That's a port size 3, and that's a port size 4. So I want them to be. I want them to be there. This target button is because it's an airborne division. Airborne operations are so iffy. If you noticed on my first turn, I did not drop them immediately. I let the amphibious forces attack first, because if your airborne unit and it's all split up, it's broken down to 3 units. If that one unit lands on one of theirs, I've seen them get wiped out, and I don't want that. Okay, I think that's as good as we're going to get it. We're going to have. We've got the follow-on forces in places where they need to be. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and end this turn. And this might be the end of the episode. I don't know. We're running at about 23 minutes. I don't want to get too crazy. And if you have any suggestions, by all means, give them to me. I don't know everything, obviously. Somebody mentioned the using amphibious HQs to support some battles. I had already known about that, but I haven't always known that. And if they had told me, before I knew it, then of course it would have been a great help to me, because those units in Messina, right around Messina, are very hard to dig out without that amphibious HQ help. So if you see anything that can help me become a better player, this is kind of a journey. I'm not an expert, and I've seen, what was that, 1808, 448. So they didn't lose that many, but we haven't really done any land attacks recently, so that's part of the reason. Well, like I was saying, this is kind of a journey. I know that I'm kind of preaching to the choir on a lot of this, because a lot of people either have seen these games or own these games, but I'm also kind of hoping to reach people who have never seen these games. And you'd be surprised at how many people don't know about these games at all. So, we on the Matrix forums, we get people asking questions all the time. Is there a overall, campaign type game of the war in the West or the war in the East, or the Western Front or the Eastern Front? And they have no knowledge of these games. So I'm going to have to get control of that air war at some point, or I think it's going to hinder me very much in my quest to actually win the game. Because I think it really will become a situation where I'll just need to do it. I'll just need to learn it so that I can maximize what it's doing. Prep 15 points, prep of 5 points. No, prep of 13 points. I was looking at damage of 5. Prep of 12, prep of 14. Let's look at this one where I added one at the end. So they're 11, 11, and 4. So that dropped them down to 4 each, or 4 per turn. And they're 7 ahead of this guy, of course. And let's look at him. Prep of 8. Oh, prep of 8. I think I'm... Oh, prep of 8. Okay. Okay. I just, I don't know what I was looking at or what I was thinking. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to have to maximize the air war at some point, which means taking over control of it. Right now, victory points. Total points, I think, are 8, which is game 8. Turn 5. So last turn I had 5 points. U-boat VPs. Other lost VPs. Bombing VPs. So I'm kind of... I'm just treading water on victory points, to be honest with you. There's some rain. Heavy rain, I think, is in this area. And as you can see, we get these two raindrop per hex thing. That's heavy rain. Sorry about that. I think I bumped the mic. I don't know what I'm looking at here, to be honest. I just know that here's the production screen. USA 2,700 in manpower. Check 15. I guess it is not going to tell me. Poland 300. They supplied some people to fight in the war. That's for sure. Their country might have been down, but it wasn't out, and it was still fighting. Let's see. P-38s. We built 200. P-40N, which can be used at night. 220. P-47D5. 304. B-17G Fortress 671. The B-24HJ we built 363. Hurricane 2C 220. How many P-51 Mustangs, only 22. I thought we had more than that. Oh well. Anyway, that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. We're at 32 minutes. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot.